Well, hey, what's up, everybody? So it's good to seeing y'all again. I haven't been around in a while. We haven't done any long form videos in quite a while. Just really haven't had time. I mean, I've done some shorts, and you might have seen those. I did some on YouTube, some of them on Instagram, but it's been kind of a whirlwind around here. So the 6 months leading up to the Hot Rod Power Tour, which was in June, the Power Tour started on June 10th. The 6 months prior to that, I was working on the car because Nikki and I were planning on taking the old Rambler wagon on the Power Tour, and I wanted to get everything, all the little stuff buttoned up. You know, the windshield leaked. We didn't have any windshield wipers. I had to put a new windshield in with a gasket. Had to make sure all the door locks worked. The dash lights. It had some bad steering components, lots of leaks everywhere. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on with a 60-year-old car, 60-something years. So anyway, I wanted to make sure she was comfortable. So I did what I could the 6 months leading up to the Power Tour, starting in December, to button all that stuff up. Well, I got it ready to go. About the middle of May, we were out driving it on Mother's Day and had an issue with the transmission where we stopped somewhere and I put it in reverse and it didn't do anything. So it's like, what's going on? I had been messing with the transmission. I had taken some fluid out because I had to seal up the transmission pan and the modulator valve. They were leaking. And some fluid came out. I put it back in. But that's when the problem started. I thought it was something I did. Maybe I had an air bubble in there, whatever. So I tried everything I could. My transmission guy told me I probably had the wrong fluid in it. You know, the research I did said to put Dexron in it. Well, he said it needed type F. So I tried that. It worked for a minute, then it started acting up again. I put Lucas stop slip in it, and that helped for a minute. I say a minute, it helped for a day. Then it started acting up again. So I took the transmission out to take it to him to get it rebuilt. It was during the middle of May because I wanted to have it done in time for the Power Tour. And he let me know that as no go, no bueno. There was no parts available, no hard parts, no clutches, bands. Has 2 pumps in it. And none of those were available. Basically, all you could get was seals for it. And there are probably some parts out there floating around for a BorgWarner M11 automatic transmission from the 60s. But there's no way I was going to get them quick. And here's the thing. I knew I was going to make a gasser out of this car eventually. So I had already bought a small block Chevy. Muncie 4-speed. I had a 9-inch rear end out of my Mach 1. And I had a straight axle out of an early 60s Econoline, one of those flat nose Econoline pickup or van. I'm not sure which one. But I had accumulated all the big stuff. And there was just little stuff that I needed. So I knew it was going to be a big job because this thing was coil springs on all 4 corners. Trunnion style front suspension. Torque tube rear with a track bar, coil springs. I mean, just a totally different setup. Set real low to the ground. And I knew that I was going to have to fabricate all of the bracketry and everything to attach the leaf springs to this thing in the front and the rear, shackles, all that stuff. So anyway, I had to make a decision. At that point, I had 21 days, and I thought about it for a few days. And finally, I decided I'm just going to go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I can't take it anyway. I'm either going to not go because I didn't try or not go because I did try and just wasn't able to do it. So I decided I'm going to try it. And to be honest with you, I don't know how I did it. Honestly, 19 days, I worked on this car. I had 17 when I finally made the decision to do it because I wanted to get there on Sunday, early check-in. We had our hotel rented in Bowling Green for 2 days. And ended up making it on Tuesday morning. We were actually a day late for the check-in. You actually were supposed to be able to check in until 6 p.m. on Tuesday, but I learned. See, we rolled into Bowling Green 6:30 Tuesday morning. I'd been up 46 hours, which was probably the 3rd or 4th time I'd done that. And there were several times I'd been up 20, 24 hours, 30 hours. I don't know how I did it. I'm 54 years old. I mean, honestly, I was going on pure adrenaline. And actually, full disclaimer here, I drank some Monster energy drinks and some Red Bulls along the way. And I had help. I mean, I had, you know, some good friends of mine stay up in the wee hours of the morning working on this thing with me. They loaned me parts, sold me parts that they had. I mean, looked around. I mean, I couldn't have done, honestly, I really could not have made this happen without my friends helping me, and Nikki helping me too. I mean, she's bringing me food and bringing me monster drinks, and so, I don't know. Made it happen. We rolled in there at 6:30 Tuesday morning, slept 5 hours, drove over to Beach Bend. Everybody was done gone at 1 o'clock. Supposed to have been there till 6, but they rolled out. So we took off to Nashville and caught up with everybody there, and we were able to get our cards punched, our long hauler passes, because, you know, we had proof that we'd been in Bowling Green. We just rolled in there late. So anyway, that was really nice of them to go ahead and take care of that for us. And anyway, this video is going to be a sequence of all the stuff I did to this car the 6 months leading up to the power tour. And it's going to be a short video. I didn't make them all full length, everything that I did. I cut them up into little pieces and put music to it. So it's not a real long video, but it'll get everybody up to speed on what I went through to get this car ready for the power tour up to the 19 days before. And then the next set of videos I put out are going to be videos of the actual transformation of this car into a gasser, which I don't know about you folks, but I know it's not for everybody. But I think this thing just turned out sick. I mean, I actually started laughing when I took it down off the lip the first time I got the wheels on it and let it down to look at the stance of it. I started cracking up because it was exactly what I envisioned. It was exactly what I wanted to happen with the car, and I could not believe that I got it done. You know, we literally took this thing down off the lift. I torqued the lug nuts, put the hood on it, and went down the road. Now, we got down the road about 5 miles, and I couldn't get the the rear tires were rubbing the wheel wells a little bit. So we came back and took some weight out of the car. A lot of stuff that we had packed in the car that we thought, well, maybe we'll get by without that. So we took it all out of the car, half of it, and took off back down the road, and it wasn't rubbing. Well, then we filled it up with gas, it was rubbing again. So then we came back, and I took an air saw and remedied that situation quick, fast, and in a hurry. So air sawed the wheel wells out a little bit, and then we took off down the road. Middle of the night, no real, test miles on the car except for, that 10 miles out and back again. And then we took off. We headed to Bowling Green, middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. And made it down there. Like I said, and then caught up with everybody in Nashville. And so I'm real proud of the car. We made the whole trip. We met a lot of cool people, made some new friends, got to work on the car a little bit. And I say got to work on the car. I didn't say have to work on the car, because I got to work. I love working on old cars. And it was an adventure to work on this thing out on the road. Had to put a carburetor on it. Coming back from Nashville, heading to Columbus, had to put an electric fan on it. But after that, no issues. I mean, the thing would just 7-8 hours at a time just driving, and didn't have a minute's problems with it. Made the whole trip. I just can't say enough about how proud I am of the car. So anyway, this video is relatively short. Hope y'all enjoy it. Oh, and check this out. We got shirts. I almost forgot. So we got these shirts. I call them the Ghost Script shirt. And they're $20 no matter what size you get. I have small all the way up to 3X. I also have another shirt. I wish I had one here to show you, but I'll put another video up showing the shirts. But the other one's really cool. It's a 6-color shirt. And if you notice at the very end of my videos, the last thing you see is my Sparks and Grit Garage logo, with the welding helmet and the timing set and the body hammers and, the sparks and fire and stuff. So that's on there, and it says Sparks and Grit Garage up here on the front. And those are 25 bucks no matter what size you get, which I think is awesome. But yeah, if anybody's interested in buying a shirt, I'd much appreciate you buying one. I'd love to see you guys out there wearing my shirts. That'd be so cool. It's really cool for somebody who has a shop to have people, you know, wearing their shirts. I mean, it's just cool. But anyway, I appreciate y'all sticking with us. If you just stick with us a little bit longer, we're going to try to get some regularly scheduled videos out of the actual build of this car, and then videos of the power tour trip that we went on. And yeah, if you're interested in a shirt, I mean, just shoot me a message or whatever. You know, we'll figure out how to work out the payment method or whatever, Venmo or Zelle or something, whatever. Just hit me up if you're interested in a shirt. We'll work it out. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. We had a really good time doing the power tour and getting the bragging rights. You know, we got some street cred. That's right. So anyway, thanks for sticking with us. Keep rocking. Well, I hope that got everybody up to speed on what's been going on here at Sparks and Grit Garage for the last 6 months, because that was a lot. That was, 6 months of stuff condensed down to about a half an hour. That took some doing. But anyway, I'm sorry that I didn't put things out regularly like I wanted to. Man, there just wasn't time to do it. I don't have a production crew, so it's just me. So hopefully nobody's too mad at me to where they're not going to come back. But if you did go away and you see this, we'd love to have you back. It was an adventure for sure. So anyway, we're going to try to get videos out a little more regularly, just make it more like a show in the future. But not sure what day that's going to be. It'll be over Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame, I would say. But we'll work that out, the details on that a little bit later. But as of now, that's where we're starting at. Coming up, you're going to see the build process for making the Rambler wagon into a gasser to get it ready for the power tour. So, and then the power tour. So some good content coming. I think it's going to be pretty good stuff. But in the meantime, if y'all are interested in the shirt, here they are, sitting on the back of this cool 1960 Cadillac. If you're interested in one, shoot me a message. We'll get it worked out. Rock on.